and welcome to the new and improved Shaken Up Show. Fancy new graphics? New intro? What more could you ask for? I'm Johnny Greenhalgh, and tonight's guest is none other than Leighton Mills, manager of Daisy Hill. Before we bring Leighton on, there's just a couple of things. Tickets for Monday's game are on sale. I will put them in the link in the description. Also, all the match information, including travel information, is available on our website. I'll also stick a link in the description. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe. Let's crack on. Leighton, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Not so bad, yourself?
I'm fantastic. Thank you very much for joining me today. So I'll crack straight on. Can you introduce yourself? Tell us about your role at Daisy Hill and how you got involved.
Yeah, so I'm Leighton Mills, first team manager at Daisy Hill. I've been around the football club on and off for a number of years. It was the season of 1920 that I came back as a player. Giving it one last shot playing, but still couldn't get myself right with injuries. So I thought I'd try and, Craig Thomas, who was the last manager, offered me to do a bit of coaching. So that's how I got into the backroom staff, and it just materialised from there. I got invited in by the club, start of this season, close season, for an interview for the first team manager, and the rest is history.
Fantastic. And It's been quite a short tenure as manager so far, with it being just for this season. But what's been the highlight of that so far for you?
Highlight, it's just been, obviously I've come into the football club, and as many managers do, and when you go into to somewhere new, it's finding your feet, getting to grips with the players. Obviously we only had a short pre-season because by the time I came in, got things sorted, and then obviously the season started probably 2-3 weeks earlier than what it normally does. So everything was sort of cramped in. And then obviously it was myself and obviously the backroom staff figuring out, what squad's going to go and compete. And it's been tough. I'm not going to sit here and say, we set out to be in the playoffs by now. I'll be totally honest. That hasn't happened for one or two reasons. But we're still going. We're still trying to do the right things. And we've just started to see a settled squad this past 6 weeks, really, 7 weeks, and that's been an eye opener for me. As being first time being a manager is you think you've got the right squad, you think you've got a squad that can go and compete, and then obviously it's not strong enough. But this season, it's been all the clubs in the northwest counties have been a credit to non-league, because I've been around this level for a long time, and this is the strongest league I've seen for a number of years.
There isn't an easy game, is there?
No,
there isn't an easy game.
There's just something, I don't know what it is, and I thought it would have been the opposite, because clubs haven't got money due to COVID and stuff like that. But no, for this level, the most money I've ever seen, ever. It's just it's good. It's good. It's made it really competitive, because you're going into every game, and you don't, normally in the past years at this level, you could look at teams like Daisy Hill and stuff like that, and your Nelsons who are flying this year, picking up good results. Teams was looking at them fixtures going 6 points, where now they're not. They're not, and they know it's going to be a tough game, and it's who turns up on the day.
Yeah,
who's got a fit squad, because that's why I think you guys are doing so well, because you've got that strength in depth, and that's key, because you can't have the same 14, 15 lads at this level week in, week out. Lads have lives, they have families, they have, they run businesses. So there's some weeks where they're not missing, where I think you guys, you've got that strength in depth, and if you are missing 2 or 3, it's more or less like for like, where the other clubs, you take Connor Hughes out of our squad, who replaces him? So, and it's the same, with Golka, you take their striker out of their squad, who replaces him? So that's where the problem lies for the other clubs.
I think the gaffer's done really well with his recruitment. When we lost Scotty in pre-season, Scott Metcalf, we thought, well, who's going to come in and fill his boots? And he brought Jake Kenny in, who's had an absolutely cracking season so far. I think the recruit,
like Jake,
he's topping it. Has he been at? Have you played with him? Has he been at Daisy Hill, or do you know him from around the league?
I know him from around the league, and obviously I tried to get him in at pre-season. Jake. And
good lad.
It was a tie-up between myself and you guys, and there's only one winner when there's 2 clubs involved in the front running like that, unfortunately.
Well, on to Daisy Hill, because we've been before last season. I think we came in pre-season last year. But for those that haven't, can you tell us where the club are based and the name of your stadium?
Yeah, so we're based in Daisy Hill, which is obviously in a small little village in West Orton. And obviously we're called Daisy Hill. And you'll find us just past the cricket club. So you'll come down St James Street. So you'll go past the cricket club, and then obviously the new SuS is on the left-hand side, and the next left after that.
Fantastic.
I do advise you not to go that far though on Monday in your cars, because you will get stuck.
Nowhere to park. Yeah. Okay, and the new SuS, what's the club's record attendance?
I think it was FC United when they was in the league. I think 2014 it was. Not sure. I would be lying with the exact attendance, but I know it will be FC. It was in the 1,000. So yeah, I'm sure it's FC United and Manchester when they was in the Northwest Counties.
They had a cracking following. It just all fell right for him, didn't it, at the beginning?
Yeah. I'm sure it was 1,400 or something like that. We've had another good attendance with Salford City as well. Yeah. They came to us. They brought a number of fans, but I'm sure it's FC United.
Let's hope we can get at least near 1,000 in on Monday. That'd be fantastic.
I'd be shocked if you guys don't pull 1,000 in on Monday.
Yeah.
You took 900 and odd to Steeton on that bank holiday Monday. We're only 5 mile away, 6 miles. So
it's almost that Bury Bolton rivalry again, isn't it? It's
I'm not answering that one.
So Daisy Hill then, you're based in Daisy Hill. Have they got a nickname? Not many clubs at this level do.
Yes, we have. And actually, we've actually got 2.
Right, okay.
So the one that sticks and the one that the lads use and obviously all we use is the Cutters. And then I believe there is another one, and it's the Daisies.
Okay. The Cutters is a bit more mean than the Daisies, isn't it? It's in the dressing room when you've won 5-0, you don't want to be sat there going up the Daisies. It's
no. It's So you'll probably see on our Twitter feed and stuff like that. We revert back to up the Cutters. So yeah, it is the Cutters that sticks.
Fantastic. And are there any interesting facts about Daisy Hill that our fans would find interesting that they might not know? You've got a very tenured history. It's in 1894 the club was founded. Yeah,
1890 club. The club was founded 1894. It changed its name in 1989 to West Orton Town, and then reformed back to Daisy Hill in 1994. So yeah, we've had a few names. It was Daisy Hill, then West Orton Town, and then obviously back to Daisy Hill. But to be honest, mate, I'll be totally honest with you. The clubs, I've called the club a sleeping giant. It's got massive potential. The ground's great. it's just been a sleeping giant. It's needed somebody to come in and grab it by its horns. And obviously myself doing that, backroom staff, and then obviously a few additions into the committee and to the chairman. And they've all got the same drive, and hopefully we can get ourselves up the pyramid and just put our name around. So everybody knows they're going to Daisy Hill, they're going to the new SuS, or they're coming to us and they're in for a game, and that's and we try and play the right way. So that's all it's about, really.
Fantastic.
I do know actually there is a sort of interesting fact, not with the first team, but I do believe our under-18s reached the FA Cup first round youth. The first club in the Bolton Youth Federation to do that.
It's a fantastic achievement.
They beat Doncaster Rovers as well, 4-2 in the first round. And then they got beat, I think it was Fleetwood or somebody like that. Can't remember who it was in the second round, but yeah, they got to the first round of the FA Youth Cup. I think it was in 2008. So not so long ago.
It's a good achievement, that, because the league clubs, they're not messing about when it comes to the youth teams these days either.
No, exactly. So and that's a massive achievement. They beat some good teams as well along the way, and then obviously drawn Doncaster Rovers in the first round and beat them 4-2. And then one player's gone on to have a successful career after that. I think his name Danny Williams. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Danny Williams. That name rings a bell.
Yeah, so he's been at FC United. He's been at Fylde. He was at Accrington Stanley not so long back. I think he's now playing at Halifax Town. Okay. Left winger from Wigan. Good player. He's had a good career.
Talk about players of note. I did a bit of research. So in the long and tenured history of Daisy Hill, a few names came up. Neither of us will have ever seen any of these players play, but yet you had a couple of players called Dick Pollard and Billy Farrimond who went on from playing for Daisy Hill to go and play cricket for Lancashire in England. It's a bit of a jump, innit? And then you also had a lad called Sam Marsh who went on to play for Bury FC and Bolton Wanderers. Which is a bit of a link there. It's a good one.
Yeah. So, like you say, we've been around a long time, so you're gonna get the odd one or two, doing something in the career.
No, definitely.
So that's good for the football club, and obviously now current players, we've got some players who have played, at that high level, as well. So who's had a good career and obviously, are now with us, enjoying it here.
Excellent. Now, my next question, moving on to our game on, it's on Monday, isn't it? Monday, yeah, it's on Monday, isn't it? I don't know what Christmas, New Year, being off work, I couldn't tell you what day of the week it is today. But what can you say, for those Bury fans that haven't been to the new SuS before, what can they expect from a trip to your ground, facilities-wise, match experience-wise?
Well, obviously, we'll make them welcome, first and foremost. Any club's welcome to the new SuS, and we'll give them a warm welcome, as long as they respect the place. There's going to be drinks there, but obviously know your limits as well. And respect who we are. They'll enjoy it. It's a family environment. That's another key thing as well. There is a lot of families there. That's what we try and attract, families. They'll get there. There's a nice bar, and a nice area to drink as well, and to have something to eat, and good facilities around to watch. There's 3 areas where you can stand. There's a seating area as well behind the net, and then obviously down the sides and the back, the furthest goal is where you can stand. The other side opposite the dugouts, obviously that's out of bounds. We're only actually a 3-sided ground. There's no hard standing there, you see. So just anybody asks, they can't go behind there.
Okay.
But yeah, like, you know, if you've got families, if you've got kids, we try and obviously push the family environment, the family atmosphere. So, you know, if you have got smaller kids, don't think that you can't bring them, because we welcome families massively at the new SuS.
Fantastic. What time will the gates open for travelling fans?
I reckon they'll be open around about 12:30.
About 12:30.
Yeah, 12:30, 1 o'clock. You know, so they'll want them open earlier, just, you know, because obviously we've give you 1,000 tickets maximum, so they don't want everyone turning up at 2:15 and it being a big. We'd rather have it nice and staggered, you know, and people coming in drips and drabs than 300 and then 400 and, you know, and so on.
And for those who like to travel maybe a little bit earlier, might get in and around Daisy Hill for 12, 11, is there anywhere local for them to stop and parch their thirst before they make their way down to the new SuS? Where would you recommend?
I would go on. You know, there's loads of good little boozers in West Orton, actually in the little centre. So just head to Market Street, West Orton. It's literally a mile from the new SuS. You'll find Weatherspoons there as well, so they can go and have a breakfast and have a drink. So there's a big Weatherspoons. There's a big Weatherspoons. So I think, me personally, just head to Weatherspoons. You know, it's cheap and cheerful, and it's probably the biggest pub in West Orton and Daisy Hill.
Excellent. Now I'm just moving my questions around because I've got one of them out of order here. So next question, really, it's going back to, obviously you've been in and around non-league for a while. Who would you say is the best player you've come up against in non-league? Player or manager? As a player or manager?
As a manager, best player I've come up against. Bloody hell! It's just some good players. I ain't gonna pick one.
There's a lot.
There's a lot. So, you know, I aren't. Your left winger's good. Abs, I know a lot about him. Direct, good feet, and can finish. So I do know a bit about him. So yeah, but yeah, I won't single anybody out. I think there's some real quality in this league. You know, we played Southport in the Lancashire Amateur Shield not so long back, and you know, there's a lot of lads at this standard who can 100%, if that's their mark, can definitely jump. There's not a massive jump. We give them a game. So you know, that's a credit to the Northwest Counties and to the clubs as well, because recruitment. You know, a lot of clubs are recruiting big, you know, higher players who played at a higher standard. So I think that's a credit to the clubs as well. As for playing against, it's got to be Reece Brown, Wes Brown's brother. When I was at, we played him in the third round of the FA Youth Cup when I was at North End. God, what a defender he was.
He came to Bury for a bit, Reece.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he's had a decent career. Still speak to him every now and again. You know, because we played United obviously in the FA Youth Cup. He was centre half, Reece Brown, and then they had Paul Pogba, Jesse Lingard, Rafael Morrison. So it was a tough day's work there at Carrington that day.
Rafael Morrison, what a player he could have been.
What a talent! Yeah. What a talent he was. You know, but yeah, I'd say Wes Brown's brother, Reece.
Excellent. Now, is the next new question of the new ones I've slotted in? Who's got the best pint in the counties?
Who's got the best what?
The best pint.
I can't answer that because I don't drink pints.
Fair enough.
So that's it's the wrong question to ask me, that one.
I'd give it Steaton.
Steaton.
They had some nice local bottled stuff on when we went at the weekend. Really nice.
it's a good area in it, Steeton. It's a nice area, so it's a countryside. So you're gonna get that. You'll get the nice.
It's a really nice little ground. It was. We enjoyed the trip up there last week.
Yeah, it's new, isn't it? So it's gonna, you expect it to be nice. So it's a good little setup there that they've done.
No, definitely. So with the 2021 season being, shall we say, chalked off by the FA, it's been a bit crap really for non-league football over the past couple of years. So what's it been like for Daisy Hill, sort of coming through that period? How have you kept up engagement, or just kept things rolling really? Because I know how difficult it can be for some clubs.
Just so tough, and obviously, for me as manager now, obviously I wasn't in. I was a player through COVID.
Yeah.
So to be honest, I think they struggled. What do you do? We got sent, go and do maps and running and stuff like that. So you try to get out and do as much as you can and trying to keep yourself ticking over. And then obviously when we came back, and obviously I think we only played 7 games. It was just so disjointed. It really was. It was so difficult. And I wouldn't have liked to have been, Brian and Craig at that time, because, lads was coming back nowhere near fit enough. Which it's no fault of their own. And sometimes lads don't have that drive to go out and do a run, or some lads can't go out and do a run because they may have bad knees and and stuff like that. So it must have been hard for some lads. So yeah, I think it was just do what you can in a real bad situation, and as long as your health and everything's fine, and your family's all healthy and fine. I think that was the main. I don't think many people was thinking about football, to be honest. It was just making sure everyone was well, and you looked after your loved ones, to be honest with you.
Oh, definitely. I mean, after the
true saying in football, family always comes first. And I think in a pandemic like we've just come through, seeing people drop from everywhere, people who should never have lost their lives and stuff like that, I think it's an eye opener that football's not everything. So, if football does get curtailed and the FA decide to stop, they've done it for a reason.
Oh, definitely.
And that's not, it's not the be all and end all. You've got next year, or you've got the season after. So I think the FA's done well to let us run this far at this minute in time. I thought it was going to get stopped 2 weeks ago, but now I don't see it stopping. I think they'll just let it. I think what they may go back to, the restrictions of only 6 people in the dressing room. You can only have a maximum of 200 fans, maybe. But I still think they'll just let us play.
No, definitely. We have got to the point now, though, where if they did curtail the season, they could mathematically figure out where everybody sits. Everybody's played, so it wouldn't be too much of a killer. They wouldn't have to start factoring in last year's results because we've got over half a season, which is good. So I mean, we touched on it earlier. So how is it going this year? Where you want to be now with the squad? Are you sitting in the table? Are you getting up there? I've not even looked at the table this morning. So
the table speaks for itself, doesn't it? Obviously, we've not been good enough, and I'm a realist, so I don't sit here and say it's and make up excuses. I'm not here to do that. Yeah, we struggled because we did have injuries and stuff like that, but I ain't going to go into that because people start looking at he's just making up excuses. So we'll leave that where it is. But yeah, it was key for me because obviously me coming in, we already had a big squad. And then obviously I put my own stamp on it. So I think at one stage we had something like 28 players and it was just far too much. So I've slowly whittled that down to a now 22-man squad. And it's much easier. The togetherness is a hell of a lot better. So yeah, squad wise, I am where I am, and I'm happy. I said to the board and to my backroom staff 6 weeks ago. I wish it was the start of the season 6 weeks ago. It's just a different feel. Getting the right lads to fit the spine of your team. And make sure everybody gets on. And it's just got. I think if you looked at our from 6 weeks ago, if you looked at our fixtures and our team sheets, they were so up and down. I struggled at times to get 6 lads from the following Saturday into the up and coming game. Where now, I'm getting a consistent 12, 13 lads. So I actually believe Bury are playing us at the wrong time.
It sounds like it, definitely.
And I think I thought we put up a decent display against you guys at your place. I felt we should have got something out of that game, but I think every team has felt they should have got something against Bury, and that's why you where you are, because you win games out of nothing. You win games where your back's against the wall. You win games where you should have lost or you should have drawn, and that's what promotion teams go and do. So we can all sit here and say, "Oh, we should have had something." Well, you didn't. So they took the chance. And I think obviously once you get to a stage where you guys are, where you're winning games sometimes on momentum. When you've got that with you as well, and you've got 1,000 fans, and that's definitely your 12th man, and it's a credit to you guys, and it's nice for us to go to Radcliffe and play, and it's nice for you guys to come to us, because it can break records like it has done with Steeton. It can break records hopefully for us, and it gives us the chance of my younger lads to go and put themselves in the shop window, because there'll be people watching.
Definitely. And I mean, I definitely understand what you're saying about getting the squad settled and that being the right time to play. I mean, you look at some teams. I mean, I've been following Mac quite closely, what's been going on over there. They've used like nearly 50 players this season, and it's just like, how have you're top of the league? How?
Yeah.
How is that?
That's just because of the quality, though. And when they're paying, when they're paying £450-500 a week for a striker.
Yeah,
it's tough. It's easy for them. They're winning games just through individual brilliance most of the time. You can see they're not a squad, but at the end of the day, they just want to get out of that league as quickly as they can, and it's an absolute disaster if they can. And pretty much a little bit like yourselves. I think if you don't get out of the league this year, it's a disaster. And that's no disrespect. That's just.
So our mantra for the rest of the season now is 15 to go, 14 to go. Because we've got to count them down and play each match and move on to the next one. Very much like you'll probably approach it. Once the match is done, it's done, innit? Nothing you can do about it. On to the next one. No,
we are obviously we come to that situation 10 weeks ago, one game at a time, because 10, 11 weeks ago we was in trouble. It's hard to believe. You're probably thinking, you came to our place, and it's probably hard to believe that, you play some nice football, you give us a game, but that, it's purely just getting that settled squad. It's just been tough. It's so tough. And that's been a massive eye opener for me as a manager. You don't see them things when you're playing. But yeah, you're at work and you're waiting for the thumbs up for training, and you're chasing lads, and and lads are not available, and you're pulling your hair out, and it's hard. But I think everyone suffers with it at this level.
Yeah. I mean, we've struggled for a 4G or a 3G to train on. We were up at Nelson. We were at Nelson last night training on their pitch. Yeah. I've got a couple of questions for you now. Couple left. Going on from you getting the squad settled and it being where you want it to be, I've got a sneaky suspicion that I might know the answer to this question, but I probably don't. Who's and I know you won't want to focus on one player, but who's the one that our fans should watch from the Daisiel squad and think that is a good player? Who will put a display on the pitch?
Well, I believe he's had your shirt on before.
That's nice. I was going to say Connor.
Yeah, so
He's just got a good touch, hasn't he? When I watched him play for us, his first touch was fantastic.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
he,
But he's not the only one. So
yeah,
and to as he knows, without the people behind him, he doesn't get the chances that he gets. So he can have the best touch in the world, but if he ain't getting the service,
yeah.
he,
How's he getting on this season? I've not looked at the stats.
Well, he had a bad injury start of the season.
Right.
We missed it. He had a bad hamstring injury. He missed your game. I think he was just coming back, and then we put him on against you guys because obviously we was 2-1 down, and we believed at that time we could go and get it. We could go and snatch a point. I think we was on top at that point as well. So we put him on with about 20 minutes to go, and he ended up pulling back up again, which obviously further delayed his comeback for another 3 weeks. So yeah, I think all in all he had about 6 weeks off. And then obviously as any player, your first 2 or 3 weeks is just finding your feet and getting your match sharpness back, and then obviously getting him back into the squad at the same time. So yeah, he's flying now. I think he scored 14 goals up to now, which is good going. To say he missed 8 games or something like that,
That's
7
good.
games.
That's good.
So and the thing is with Connor, he can. The beauty of it is he can score you something out of nothing. Yeah. And he's probably like Tom Greaves. He doesn't need a full chance. Give him half a chance, and there's a good chance it's in the back of the net. So and that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. And set piece, free kick anywhere in and around. There's a 90% chance it's going in the back of the net. He scored a nice free kick on Monday against Everton LR. So he's got that in his locker as well. He's not just open play. He can find the back of the net from a set piece. So yeah, but Connor is a great player. Obviously, his pedigree speaks for itself at where he's been, and obviously Berry wanted him, Max come calling, so we've done well to keep him and obviously get him back. I don't think it was a matter of he didn't like Berry. It was just we have his mates here. I'm very, very close to him, and he's played at that high level. He's played at Wembley and stuff like that. So I think he just wants to enjoy football and be around his mates that he's grown up with. And that was the key in getting him to the football club, really. People are on social media and thinking it's all about money. And hand on my heart, it's got absolute nothing to do with money. We've all, there's 3 or 4 of us who he's come through the ranks with younger days, and we've all followed him when he was a pro, and obviously when he played for Halifax at Wembley and stuff like that. So he just wants to. He just wants to enjoy his football and play.
That's it, isn't it? With these more experienced players, it's like Tom Pope, Congleton. He just wants to play and be happy playing now.
Yeah, but people just put 2 and 2 together and think, oh, you're paying him £300 a week, or you're giving him a £25 goal bonus, and they just don't have a clue.
There's a lot of misinformation about budgets, isn't there, on social media? We won't get into that though, because we could be here all day.
There's all sorts. I get exactly the same as what you guys get, So yeah, I don't know if you've seen it, but it's just non-league for you, and that's just how it is.
Everyone's an expert, aren't they?
Yeah.
My last question for you, it's a brand new question, brand new for the new year. I'm going to stop asking people what they think the score's going to be, because I get told off. What's the one thing you'd say to those who haven't been to watch the local non-league side to convince them to come down and give it a chance in the new year?
Well, if you want real football and you want lads playing with their heart on the sleeves, and not diving at the first opportunity, and playing the game how it should be played, and you don't want to see VAR and stuff like that, and you want to see games getting played, and the officials maybe be getting it wrong, and and stuff like that, and that's the place to be. And then when you've got the likes of Bury and Macclesfield who are doing what they're doing in the non-league, and adding to that, it's even more the better to come down for that atmosphere as well. Because since probably FC United, really, the non-league at North West Counties level hasn't really seen anything like it. And then obviously in one season you've got two clubs who, I think Mac last week, 4,500 fans. I mean, that is just tremendous.
It's more than they got when they were in the league. It
is. Honestly, people are slating them, and I just think how and why. Like, it's clear as day. It's a community football club, and they're doing the right things. Yeah, they're splashing a load of money at it, but when you get in 4,500 fans in, you've got the budget to go and do that, haven't you? So why wouldn't you?
I'd very much like them to stutter just one season so we can catch them up and do it with them like that.
Yeah, well, I can't see that being this year.
No, definitely not.
A question for me is: are you guys? Are you open to get promoted this year? Obviously, you set out to. You're in a good place.
It's got to be the aim, hasn't it? It's the gaffer, the lads. They want to win it.
Yeah.
And I think that the way the momentum's going, Golka and Holker are sort of like this with us at the minute, but we've not lost a game yet. Yeah. We lost we were unbeaten in all competitions until we played ABA, who thumped us the other week, and we don't know. I just think the lads just had a bad day. ABA are a very, very good team though. Got some big, strong lads playing for them. But no, I think promotion is definitely the gaffer's aim and the lads. So we're going for it. I think they fully believe that they can achieve it. When you speak to them, they're confident. So this is the way you've got to be.
If you're halfway through the season, or more than halfway through the season now, and you're unbeaten, that speaks volumes, doesn't it? You go for a season, you don't get beat, you're winning the league. It's simple as that.
We've done our big away days now as well. The long schleps up to Cumbria, they're out of the way now. We've done them.
Yeah, we were the same as well. We did them in October, late October and early October. So, and that's great because you don't want to be going up there this time of year.
No, you don't want them. I mean, I'm gutted we've got to go back to Campion on a Tuesday night because that's a bit of a trek. But a lot of our lads are from up that way, so it evens it out a bit, doesn't it?
So it's not too bad, is it?
Excellent. Well, I'm going to let you go. Thank you very much for coming on.
No problem.
And I'll hopefully see you on Monday.
Yeah, well, you'll definitely see me on Monday. Obviously, we hope that the weather stays on our side. It's nip and go. I think if the game was to be on tomorrow, it's got no chance.
Right. Got to hope for a day or so with no rain.
Yeah, I think actually, to be honest, it stops on it this afternoon or early, late morning. So I think, and then it says it's dry till Sunday night. So I think if that's the case, we'll have no. But one thing we do is the pitch does drain well. It's just when it just doesn't give up. It's like any pitch; it just suffers, doesn't it? To be honest, it's frustrating actually with ours because it only gathers in two spots. Everywhere else can be fine. It just gathers in two spots, and that's the difference. But yeah, we'll do our best. We've got our new groundsman, Andy. He's going to be on it and giving it his all to make sure it's in the best possible condition for Monday afternoon.
Excellent.
And hopefully we'll get a bumper crowd on.
Leighton, thank you very much for joining us on the Shaken Up Show, playing away. What a great guy. We look forward to seeing you on Monday. Like I said, tickets in the description below this video. Make sure you get them in advance. Let's take a record-setting crowd. And that's it, yeah. Hopefully we'll see you for the next episode in a couple of weeks. Good night.